So you've been looking for a good, reliable flashlight, and you like the standard body style, but there are times where a 90-degree just makes sense or makes things even more capable. Well, guys, that's what we're gonna be looking at today with the LA Police Gear TA or twist angle 750 lumen flashlight. That's right, guys. I mean, I've tested and reviewed so many lights here at the channel, used so many in so many different environments. And if you're watching this video, you're probably into flashlights or needing them and had a few over the years. But what LA Police Gear has been able to do and pack into this little package with so many different capabilities, so many different features, from bi-fuel capability to, again, this twist head giving you the variety and capability of a 90 or a straight head, rechargeability. There's so much going on in this flashlight and hitting such an insanely low price point for what we get and all the options and features. It's kind of mind-boggling, and I'm looking forward to pointing out all of the capabilities, if there are any drawbacks, and just showing you what this TA or twist angle flashlight has going on. All right, so I want to hit some of the basic aspects and what you're getting before we kind of go diving into details of, you know, how many lumens and how long the battery runs and all that type of stuff. So right out of the gate, the first thing is the body is made out of 6061-T6 aluminum. So it's going to be very tough, durable. I've been very happy with that. It has a 1 meter impact resistance. It does have, what is it, an IPX water resistant rating of 8, which is pretty high. A lot of flashlights are more around like the 6. So I've been really happy with that capability as well. It comes with like a spare O-ring. So if you ever had to, you know, swap that out, or you saw wear over the long haul, it does come with a spare O-ring. Now, what's really cool is that you're going to get a magnetic bottom, and I was really happy with that. So you can attach it to a lot of different things. You're working on your vehicle, maybe you're a handyman, you know, you need to magnetize it to the back of a refrigerator and then, you know, do whatever you're going to do, whatever it may be. That is a good feature to have, and something that, you know, certain flashlights don't always offer, particularly at the price we're going to hit here in a minute. It is also bi-fuel, which is really cool. So you're going to get a rechargeable 18, I believe 650 battery that it comes with, which is awesome. You don't have to like buy that separately, or you can run it on CR123A batteries. So you have 2 options to run this on, so that's a big bonus. Now, something you usually don't see with a lot of flashlights at this price that we'll be hitting momentarily, you're gonna hear me say that a lot, the price, and you're gonna be like blown away here in a minute, is the magnetized charger for that 18, I believe, again, 650, I'll annotate it if I'm getting that wrong, battery. So it has a magnetized charging cable with a USB end there to plug it in, and you can recharge that sucker, and it'll be red when it's charging, green when it's good to go. Now, that's an awesome feature. The only thing I was kind of thinking of as I was doing that, because I only have like one other light that does this, is the only downside is if you ever lose this, now you're kind of got to figure out what you're going to do. Either, you know, purchase another one separately, you know, reach out to LA Police Gear, maybe something like that. Whereas if it was, say, a USB-C or USB charger, you know, we can purchase those anywhere, and we have like 5 laying around the house. So very cool setup, and it works great. Just magnetizes right there and charges, but just make sure you don't lose that cable. Now, it is going to come with a nice, rigid, fully spinnable, if that's a word, pocket clip. It's nice and strong. You know, it's not overly flexy, but it's not so rigid you can't use it. And it is detachable, you know, if that's something that you want to do. Not really rotatable. I mean, you can rotate it, but I don't really know why you would want to do that. The benefit is that it's really more of like a mounting clip, in my opinion, so that if you are wanting to run it like this, say, hands-free, you can do that on your bill of your hat, or if you're running it in the 90-degree format and putting it on, say, MOLLE, PALS webbing, a backpack strap, your pocket, you know, that type of thing is more, I believe, what this pocket clip is designed to do, and it can definitely do that well. Because of how high, you got about 1/3 of the flashlight sticking out. It's about almost 2 inches sticking out above your pocket if you were to carry it that way. So it's not ideal for like EDC carry in your pocket per se, unless you just dump it in there. It's better suited to either the clip for mounting options, or if you're just using it constantly throughout the day and that's not as big an issue to you. You know, I'm not going to necessarily go to the office with this in my pocket sticking up that far, thinking I might use it, you know, once that day. Something with a deeper ride would be more advantageous. I don't see a way to really swap that and put it on the body in a different direction to do like a low ride. Now, onto the party trick is this twist head. I've never had a twist head or twist angle designed light before, so I didn't really know what to expect. And, I didn't know if it was going to be like clicking and, adjustable that way, a smooth transition, how strong was that smooth transition. So in the body, very flush, looks like many flashlights that we know, and in the 90 degree looks exactly the same. So what's cool is you can adjust that angle any way that you want. There's no clicking in that way. It's very minutely adjustable, and it's tight and smooth, not overly tight where you can't do it, but it doesn't feel loose like where over time I could like jerk it and the head would be spinning or something. It's very smooth, very tight in that adjustment. I can do it one-handed, but I kind of got to reset as I do that around, which I think is a good thing. I wouldn't want it so loosey-goosey that it's like sliding and flopping all over the place. So, you could do like a 45 degree if you wanted to and set it down somewhere, magnetize it, point it up at an angle. So, I mean, it's just super cool. And I haven't seen any failing, or like causing any sort of problems in that connection point. It seems very tight, very secure, and very smooth, and just really cool, because I've used 90 degree flashlights, and that's always a sweet option, and I like straight on, and sometimes it makes more sense to have a straight on head, sometimes it makes more sense and a little bit more advantageous for a 90, and the cool feature with this is that I can choose, depending on the environment and the situation, which direction best suits the use of this flashlight. So this guy has 4 different illumination capabilities that we're going to hit here in just a second. But before that, I got to talk about the price. I've been alluding to it all the way up until this point, and it is really mind-boggling, because this is going to go for $29.99 over on the LA Police Gear website. $30 is what you're going to pay for all this capability, including the 18650 battery, the twist angle, all the options that you're seeing so far, as well as the illumination that we're about to touch on. And I don't really know how it's possible. And this was my first LA Police Gear flashlight, so I didn't really know what to expect. I've handled all kinds of different models, from Olight and Phoenix and Streamlight and Surefire, and all the different models that are out there. And so I didn't know, what am I getting? And I've held enough, used enough, that I know when I'm picking up a quality item. And this is well built. This is a well built flashlight, and I'm very impressed with the capabilities, because usually you'd have to pay double or triple that price of $30 to get the features that we're seeing that this flashlight offers you. So as an added bonus, guys, because LA Police Gear did hook me up with this so I could use it and test it out and give you guys the options and capabilities, pros, cons, so you can decide if it's something that you want to throw in your system. But we have a promo code as well, and it's GT12 for you, and you're gonna get 12% off your purchase, so it's even less than $30 is what you're gonna be paying for this flashlight. So if this is something that interests you, that you think would work well in one of your systems, I encourage you to click that hyperlink, use that promo code, let them know that we sent you over there, and you'll get a mind-blowing flashlight from everything I'm experiencing so far, and you're going to get it at even a cheaper price than what you're seeing on the website currently as it stands, with the normal going price, with that 12% off. You can use that promo code not only on this flashlight, but also on any other purchase that you might want to do through LA Police Gear. And so as we move on into that illumination aspect, I do want to warn you, there is a strobe. So if that's an issue for you, just want to give you a heads up, ahead of time, skip ahead, close your eyes as we get close to that, whatever you need to do for that. So we have our attachment button here, or our activation button, excuse me, right here. It does have a memory feature as well as a lockout feature. If you hold it down for 3 seconds, it'll blink at you. So let's just do that right now. That tells me that it's now locked out, and if I try to touch it, activate it, it will not activate. So if you throw it in a pack, maybe on your rig or whatever it may be, it's not going to accidentally activate, and then you just hold it for 3 seconds again, and you're good to go, and now it's on. Now, we have 4 settings, and I'm going to go to the high here first. Let's see if I can get it there. There we go. So that's 750 lumens. It's going to go for 150 meters, and it's going to run for about 2.5 hours is what they claim. What I've found, I let it run and die, is right around that. Maybe 215 to 230 is what I've found the capability of the runtime is on that. And worked great, does what it's supposed to do. Now, it's a little bit lower, I found, than other 750 lumen flashlights in the candelas. The candle power that it has, it's at 4,900. Some options have it up to like 8,000, almost double. So I think that might be one of the areas, where the pricing makes sense for a lot of capability, but that might be one of the areas that you may see a little bit of a difference, which means that though it's 750 lumens, it's just not quite as intense, meaning it doesn't go quite as far. So that 150 meters is quite a distance. That's, you know, a football field and a half basically. But that is something to note with the Illumination and the candelas. Very good, very intense, but it may not punch quite as far as other models on the market in that same Illumination realm. So that's just something to be aware of there. And then the other aspect as well is that you then hold the button and it's going to go down to medium, and medium intensity is 300 lumens for about 4.5 hours. And this is really a good level that I think most of us would use on a regular basis. So if you're working on your vehicle, you know, that 750 is really good for far distance and hard punching, but it's not, you know, it's so bright at close quarters that you probably aren't going to use that very often, which is nice. That gives you even more battery life at 4.5 hours at 300 lumens, giving you a really good medium level of illumination. Then if we hold it for our last time, that's going to bring us down to the low, which is 25 lumens. That's going to run for a whopping 80 hours. Now, to be honest with you, I haven't run it all the way down on low for 80 hours and tried to time that. Usually what I found with the quotes from all brands, they're pretty close. They're not always all the way up to that level, but they're really close. So you can expect, I mean, what is that? That's 2 days worth of illumination on 25 lumens. That is extremely impressive for this flashlight. Then finally, we do have strobe, and that's with a double click, and that's going to give you that strobe feature at 750 lumens for 2.5 hours as well. So that's a really good way to either signal, blind, do whatever you got to do, and then you just tap it to bring it down. And as I said, memory, it's all in the instructions. I'm not going to go into super big detail, but you can, you know, lock it in a certain memory that every time you turn it on, it'll go to a certain mode, all that stuff. So there's a lot going on there. One other aspect that I've noticed is that though there is a little light here, I don't think it's a battery indicator. I was trying to mess with it. I didn't see anything in the manual that would tell you that it would, like, you touch a certain way and it would tell you how much battery life you have left. It just, I believe, goes red when you're charging and green when it's fully charged to let you know it's fully charged. So, you know, that is another aspect where, you know, you pay 90 bucks for a light, maybe it gives you that feature. The $30, that's something that is not available with this model. Well, there you have it, guys. For $30, you're getting a lot of flashlight with a lot of capability, and it's really cool to have a twist head option now in my collection that if I need a 90, I can use it, and if I need a straight on, I can use it. And it has a lot of features and longevity of both battery life and good punch for that insanely low price point of 30 bucks. But I want to hear from you guys. What's been your experience maybe with LA Police Gear flashlights in the past? I love hearing your guys' thoughts, comments, questions, maybe something that I missed in the details in the comments below. Look forward to reading all those. I invite you guys to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber to the channel. We're throwing up content like this every single week. You can check out the other video popping up. And until next time, guys, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.